What's happening, beautiful people? I made some notes today to make sure that I don't go off into the weeds. I probably will still go off into the weeds, but that's not the point. I want to talk about something very important, this idea or this feeling of being frustrated, feeling stuck, or being unhappy with where you're at in life, whether that's career or just life in general, and not knowing what to do about it. I'm starting to realize that a lot of people are frustrated because they don't know what they're really supposed to be doing. They have things that they're interested in, but they don't know if they can make viable careers out of them, or what they can do to actually find that happiness and wake up with that sense of fulfillment every single day. The first thing I really want to say, and a great mentor told me this a while back when I was explaining to her, like, hey, I'm having trouble figuring out what I want to do with my life, and I don't know. I'm lost, I'm confused, I feel empty, I'm unfulfilled with my job. And she told me, this is a good thing. And I'm like, how is this a good thing? And she's like, you are in a place of discovery. So I want to give that same message to you right now, wherever you're at, whether you're a former athlete or not. If you feel like you're not happy with your new life, with where you're at, with your job, with your current life circumstances, I just want you to know it's okay. All right, there's nothing wrong with you. You're not behind. You're exactly where you need to be. You're in the process of discovery, and the fact that you're in a place where you're realizing that you're not happy where you're at and you want to do something about it, that's a good thing. A lot of people go through life, they're unhappy and they don't know why. But if you can get to a place where you're unhappy and admit that you're unhappy and be like, okay, I'm unhappy and I want to do something about this, that's a great place to be. Trust me. I have a good friend, Davion Fleming. He played football at Northwestern. When Davion is working with students, he asks them the question of, what are you willing to suffer for? Right? And that's a really good question, because regardless of whatever you pursue in life, if it's something that's important to you, if it's something that you're passionate about, it's not going to be an easy road. It's going to take time. You're most likely not going to see financial reward from it right away. So you have to ask yourself, what are you willing to suffer for? What are you willing to sacrifice, whether it's your time, your energy, your standard of living? Like, when I started working with athletes, I didn't get a client for 3 months. Last year, I moved back in with my parents for several months because I was willing to live below my means for a little bit to make something happen, to see a change that I wanted to see in the world, which is athletes not struggling after sports. So ask yourself that question. What is it that you're willing to struggle for? And when you find this passion, I think this is important to talk about. That's why I put this in my notes. When you find this passion, it's not like it's going to be some magical moment where the clouds part and people in a choir start singing. Like, that's not going to happen. It's more so like you figure out, what, I actually kind of like doing this. I enjoy doing this, and it makes an impact on people. And so I'm going to just continue to do this and see where this goes. So that's what it really comes down to, right? Is self-reflection, is looking internally, figuring out what you enjoy doing, what is important to you, and finding the intersection between that and how you can give that to other people that makes a difference in their lives. It comes down to, what are you doing that's making a difference? Like, you're not going to go on Indeed and find your purpose. You're not going to go on Indeed and find your passion. You're not going to go on Indeed and find what you're really supposed to be doing with your life. You're not going to go on there and find a dream career. I mean, some people might, but what I'm really trying to say is, if you're looking for something externally, you're going on Indeed and say, man, I really hope there's a job on here that I'm going to be fulfilled at, and like going from page to page trying to find something. That's starting externally, looking for something that's going to, fill this void internally, where in reality, what you should do is spend time looking internally, maybe even asking the people around you. One thing that I have my clients do is, let me close this window real quick. We're staying by the airport, so there's a lot of noise going on. But one thing that I have my clients do is have the people closest to them tell them how they envision them making a contribution to the world. So I invite you to do that too. Go ask your mom, your dad, your significant other, your best friend, hey, how do you see me making a contribution to the world? And that's a big question, but you'd be surprised what kind of answers you get. And that's going to cause you to look internally and be like, man, okay, this is the gift. Because at the end of the day, we don't need another person to just fill a role at some company that any person can take. Where the future is going, with us all being more connected, we need people to share their gifts. We need people to step up and say, hey, this is a way that I can help people, and this is how I'm willing to do it. And that doesn't mean you have to create the next $1 billion app. You don't have to be the next Mark Zuckerberg. Like what I'm doing right now, like working 9 to 5, I made more money than what I'm doing right now. But guess what? I have freedom. I'm more fulfilled than I've ever been before. And that's what's important to me. Now, do I have plans to turn what I'm doing into a 6-figure business, a multi-million-dollar business? Of course that's in the cards. Of course that's what I'm working for. But right now, I'm extremely satisfied making the amount of money that I'm making, waking up, helping people, using my gifts, using my talent, and being happy and excited to wake up and do what I do every day. So I know that the money will come too, because what I'm doing is important and it's helping people and I'm good at it and I'm only going to get better. And so that's how you have to look at it. You don't have to do something. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to do something that's going to make you $1 billion. If you're doing something for the money anyway, you're going to burn out when the money doesn't come right away. It has to be something bigger than that. It has to be something that's really important to you. I've been going off on a tangent as usual. I haven't even looked at my notes. One thing that I wanted to make sure I said, because these are words that changed my life. This is another great thing that one of my mentors told me. They said, most people go through life asking the question of, what do I want to do? What's my status going to be? What's my job title going to be? How much money am I going to make? What am I going to do? But a lot of people should be asking themselves the question of how you want to live. That's the most important question you can ask yourself. How do you want to live? Because if you can come up with a clear picture for what that looks like, you can reverse engineer it to get yourself to a place that is ultimately the life you want to live. Anyway, I hope that was helpful, you guys. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to reach out to me, taj@tajdeshawn.com. You're probably watching this on LinkedIn or Facebook or whatever, so shoot me a message on there. Let's talk. Let's see if I can help you find some clarity in your life. Whether you played sports or not, let's see if I can help you find clarity around what it is that you're doing and figuring out what it is that you really want to do. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, comment, subscribe, show me love. Share this with somebody who might need it. I love you guys. I'll talk to you next time.